Conference Committee report. Madam Speaker, I hereby announce the Senate has concurred in and adopted the report of the Conference Committee on Senate File Number 3045, an act relating to state government operations. The report is addressed to the Honorable Bobby Joe Champion, President of the Senate, the Honorable Lisa M. Damuth, Speaker of the House of Representatives. We, the undersigned conferees for Senate File Number 3045, report that we've agreed upon the item in dispute and recommend as follows. The report is signed by 4 of the 4 members on the part of the House and 4 of the 5 members on the part of the Senate. Cleavorn moves that the report of the Conference Committee on Senate File Number 3045 be adopted and that the bill be repassed as amended by the Conference Committee.
I recognize the member from Hennepin, the author, Representative Cleavorn, who will explain the report.
Thank you. I move that we adopt the Conference Committee report. And members, we all know the contents of this bill. We've researched it. We've talked about it in our caucuses. But I just want to remind everyone that it does the important things that we have asked of the legislature. We have come here to ensure that government functions for the people, and that's what this bill does. It's important for our side of the aisle that it adequately funds government for appropriate operations, and for your side of the aisle, it holds the growth of government. So it's a good bill, members, and I ask for your support, and then I'll speak more on third reading.
I recognize the member from Hennepin, Representative Freiberg.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I was going to do something of a walkthrough of the bill, but given the brevity of Chair Cleavorn's comments, maybe I'll just be brief as well. I think it's been a long session for a lot of people, and it's getting to the wee hours here. So suffice it to say that the elections portion and the campaign finance portion of this bill represents a lot of common sense provisions. There are quite a few provisions from the administration bills that both Chair Quam and I introduced. Happy to answer any questions at this stage or the third reading stage, and perhaps I will say more on third reading as well. So thank you, members. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Further discussion? There being no further discussion, all those in favor of the motion to adopt the Conference Committee report say aye. Aye. Those opposed say nay. The motion prevails. The clerk will give the bill its third reading as amended by conference.
Senate File Number 3045, third reading as amended by conference.
Third reading. Discussion to the bill. I recognize the member from Carver, Representative Nash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Thank you, members. As my co-chair Cleavorn said, this does some fundamental things, but first I want to make sure that as we are in the last night of session that we also recognize that this bill funds our desk staff here. It funds the Chief Sergeant at Arms and their staff there, and that it funds the staff that supports you every single day. There are things in this bill for both sides of the aisle. For my side of the aisle, as Chair Cleavorn alluded to, we do some things to control the waste, fraud, and abuse that has been rampant in our state. We have been able to hold the line even in these difficult times of wrapping things up with the Senate. And I will thank my co-chair. I do say this regularly. We do work well together. And we have taken a bill that was one that we wrote, and then it was a bill that we rewrote very quickly as we got joint targets. But thank you very much, members. This is a bill that should get your green vote.
I recognize the member from Goodhue, Representative Altendorf.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you, members. I want to thank everyone on the committee as we work through this. This was, I would say we went into this, knowing the session, the House being in the unique position that we are, being tied. We really went into this looking for technical changes on the election side, correcting things, listening to the counties, listening to the people that have stock in elections, and wanted to pass a bipartisan bill. So I am very proud of the work that we did, and we know we had some tough discussions in the committees, but I appreciate the work, appreciate working with Chair Freiberg, and it was a good experience in there. So members, I'm excited to say that we have a bipartisan elections bill, and for that, I'm excited to see our elections have the support this year. Thank you.
Further discussion to the bill. I recognize a member from Hennepin, Representative Freiberg. I recognize the member from Hennepin, Representative Cleavorn.
Thank you. And members, it's good to know that we can have serious conversations, we can debate important issues, and we can get a good bill across the finish line. I do want to call out one provision in the bill. It was a provision that I opposed, and I regret opposing for years. Chair Cagle, I see that you're busy doing something else at the moment. Chair Cagle. I want to make a public apology to you. You have, I'm in my 7th year. You have begged me to pass the giant beaver bill. I have refused. This year, because the Science Museum has developed a full curriculum and based on your work, and you have encouraged them to open their eyes to a fossil that is so important. And for members on our side of the caucus who are very excited about the giant beaver, thank you, Representative Myers, for bringing the bill one more time. So with that, members, vote green.
The clerk will take the roll. The clerk will call the name of the member participating remotely.
Her.
Aye.
Her votes aye.
The clerk will close the roll. There being 116 ayes and 18 nays, the bill is repassed as amended by conference, and its title is agreed to.